So you've probably gotten used to AI as a chatbot, right? You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. Simple. But what if I told you that's kind of old news? There's this new idea, Agentic AI, that's starting to pop up everywhere. It's a huge leap forward, and that's exactly what we're going to break down today. What it is, how it works, and why it's such a big deal.
Okay, so here's the plan. First, we'll get a super clear definition of what Agentic AI even is. Then, we'll look at how it's different from what you're used to. Think answers versus actions. After that, we're going to peek under the hood to see how it all works, check out some real-world examples, and wrap up with the risks and what's coming next.
All right, let's dive right in. Section 1, what is Agentic AI? The big idea here is that we're moving past just giving AI a single prompt. We're starting to give it actual goals to achieve.
So here's the official definition, but let me break it down. An agentic AI doesn't just talk to you, it actually works for you. Imagine you give it a big goal, something like, hey, plan my entire business trip to London. Instead of just giving you a list of flights, it actually starts doing things. It'll make a plan, connect to tools, we're talking your calendar, flight websites, you name it, and then it takes action. It's not a search box, it's more like your own personal digital assistant.
Now, to really get a feel for this, let's put it side by side with the kind of AI we all know and use. This is where it's all going to start to make sense, I promise.
Okay, check this out. On one hand, you've got a chatbot. It's reactive. You ask, it answers. Think of it like a really smart Google search. But an agentic AI, it's proactive. You give it a goal and it just starts working. It's like a little project manager in your computer. And that shift from just answering to actively doing, that right there is the whole game.
I love this quote because it just nails it. Talking to a chatbot is like asking a super smart friend one single question. But using an agentic AI, that's like handing a whole job over to a really capable assistant and saying, go get this done. See the difference? It's not just a quick question and answer, it's a full-on project kickoff.
Okay, so you might be thinking, wait a minute, isn't this just, automation? And that's a fair question, but here's the key difference. Old school automation is rigid. It follows a super strict script. If this happens, then do that. It's great for the same boring task over and over again. Agentic AI, though, is flexible. It can actually understand what you want, adapt when things go wrong, and handle tasks that are way more unpredictable.
All right, so we get what it is, but how does this thing actually work? Let's pop the hood and take a look at what's going on inside. We're going to call it the agentic loop.
So, what are the magic ingredients that make an AI agentic? It's not just one thing, it's the whole recipe. First, it's totally focused on a goal. It can create a complex plan to get there. It can use tools, like searching the web or checking your calendar. It keeps track of its own progress. And this is the really cool part. If it fails or hits a wall, it can actually adjust and try something else. That's a huge deal.
And all those ingredients work together in this constant cycle. First, it thinks. It reasons about the goal you gave it. Then, it makes a plan. Step 3, it acts on that plan using all the tools it has. And finally, and this is key, it checks its work. Did that work? Okay, what's next? If something went wrong, it adjusts the plan and starts the loop all over again. It's this cycle of reason, plan, act, check that lets it tackle those really big, messy jobs.
Okay, so this all sounds pretty cool in theory, right? But where's this stuff actually being used? Let's bring it back down to earth and look at some real-world examples.
I mean, the possibilities are pretty much endless. Think about customer support. An agent could automatically sort through tickets and send them to the right person. Or in sales, it could research new customers and update your files for you. For anyone doing research, imagine an AI that could read 100 articles and give you a perfect summary. You see the pattern here? Real work is almost never just one step. It's a whole process. And that's exactly what Agentic AI is designed to handle.
All right, last section. Let's talk about what's next. There is a ton of excitement around this tech, and for good reason. But we also need to be smart about it and talk about the risks and precautions.
So why is everyone so hyped about this? It really boils down to this one big shift. For the longest time, AI has been a tool to help us think. It's been our brainstorming buddy, our summarizer. Agentic AI is different. It's a tool to help us finish work. It's not just a thinking partner anymore, it's a working partner. And that, my friends, is a massive, massive change.
But you know what they say, with great power comes great responsibility. These AIs can still get things wrong, and when they're connected to real tools like your email or company files, a mistake is a much bigger deal. This is why we absolutely need careful human oversight. We have to be smart about what we let them do. It's powerful stuff for sure, but it isn't magic, and we can't just let it run wild.
So if you're kind of new all this AI stuff and you only remember one thing from our chat today, let it be this. We're moving from an AI that just talks to an AI that actually works. Simple as that. It's the difference between having a conversation and getting a job done.
And that's really the big takeaway, isn't it? The game isn't about getting smarter answers anymore. It's about building AI that can actually execute tasks. The future of AI isn't just about sounding smart. It's about being a valuable partner that gets real work done. It's all about that move from conversation to execution.